In the moments after Portugal's defeat to Morocco in 2022, I walked off the field knowing that something precious had slipped through my hands. The stadium was loud, yet all I could hear was the sound of a dream breaking. For most of my life, I had chased one goal above all others: winning the World Cup for Portugal. As a little boy kicking a ball on the streets of Madeira, I imagined that moment countless times, wearing my country's colors, hearing the crowd, and lifting football's greatest trophy. By the time I arrived in Qatar, I knew opportunities like this do not come forever. I wasn't the young player I once was. I understood what was at stake. This could be my last real chance. For years, that dream felt within reach. I worked for it every single day. I trained when others rested. I pushed myself when my body wanted to stop. I gave everything I had to football. The game gave me so much in return: goals, records, trophies, and moments I will never forget. Yet one thing was missing: the World Cup. Portugal had a talented team. The country believed, the fans believed. And honestly, I believed too. Every player wants to win the World Cup. But for me, it meant something even more. It was the one trophy that would complete the story. Then everything changed. We lost to Morocco. Just like that, the journey was over. No final, no trophy, no celebration, only silence. I remember walking off the field. I remember the feeling. It is hard to explain. When you spend your whole life chasing something and it slips away, there are no words that can fully describe it. A few days later, I shared a message with the world. I said that my dream of winning the World Cup for Portugal had ended. Those words came from my heart, because at that moment, I truly believed it was over. Many people thought that was the end of my World Cup story. Maybe some people thought I would retire. Maybe some people thought I would finally stop dreaming. But here's something I have learned in life. Just because a dream gets harder does not mean you stop chasing it. And just because people think your story is finished does not mean the story is actually over. After Qatar, I had a choice. I could focus on the disappointment, or I could keep moving forward. I chose to keep going. Not because it was easy, not because I had something left to prove, but because football is still a part of me. I still love the game. I still love representing Portugal, and I still believe that every time I step onto the field, I can help my team. As the years passed, people kept asking me one question: will you play in the 2026 World Cup? The truth is that I thought about it many times. A World Cup is demanding. The competition is intense. The pressure is enormous. And by 2026, I will be older than most players on the field. But age has never decided what I can do. My work decides that. My preparation decides that. My mindset decides that. That is why I kept training. That is why I kept playing. That is why I kept pushing myself every day. Because opportunities belong to those who stay ready. Now, the football world is looking toward 2026. And for me, this tournament means something special. Not because it will be my first World Cup, not because it will be my second or third, but because it will almost certainly be my last. The final chapter, the final opportunity, the final chance to wear Portugal's shirt on football's biggest stage. I don't know how the story will end. Nobody does. Maybe it ends with joy. Maybe it ends with heartbreak. That is football. But what I do know is this: I will arrive with the same hunger I had as a young boy, the same desire, the same belief, because dreams do not have an age limit. And sometimes the most powerful chapters are written at the very end of the story. The dream may have ended in 2022, but the journey did not. And now one final World Cup awaits.